Good morning, Vietnam. How goes it? It's a beautiful day. Let's just get right to it. It's breakfast time, right? Oop, damn it. Where's the riding dog? Yeah. To the point. Got the little lesson planner. Like I said, I go on about stuff like everybody's been studying this shit for 25 years, like some of us. And I know that's not the case. So, to some of you, this will be, old news. Others, not so much. Got a couple CIA. We're talking about the mind Coitus, right? PsyOps and CIA disclosure PsyOp. I told you about the X series, and that there should be college credit given for that right there. Excuse me. Check out the last installation where they're just check it out, because they're just pointing to all of the. Just go check it out. Those two are two of my favorites. I got a lot of favorites, by the way. But this, disclosure, what is the, To the Stars Academy or some bullshit. They got a TV show, blah, blah, blah. And we got another couple of my favorites that are telling you about the inaccuracies in this, in the little History Channel Blue Book TV show, series, whatever. Right? And all this it's not an accident, by the way. You hear me go on about the Mockingbird media. What the fuck? To those of us who've been doing this a while, that's just understood. Project Mockingbird, what's that? Look it up, check it out, and that will make sense, right? Again, CIA, and it's against their charter to operate in the homeland. Oh, Jesus. Speaking of the media and the TV shows, what do we know about hypnosis and flicker rate? I said it's not an accident there either. They call it programming for a reason. And there's been more than one of the folks taking part in this conversation. More than one of my party, my peeps, my family, that's pointed to, again, these, I'm going to call them mind control conferences, that are, many of them, we'll say, are, associated with this disclosure, right? The UFO, the alien, blah, blah, blah. And I can't remember the lady's name. They might be off planet, but they're not off their rocker. Had a brother and sister there, had a guest talking about, how people who frequent these conferences, and they seem to, they're stuck, right? They're stuck. They don't grow. There's no growth. There's no progress. They're stuck in this, and I'm gonna say that this is my opinion. I would also say that there's more than just a little science back in my opinion. That's no fucking accident. Again, back to my brother with the perspective of the free man, telling you about the colors and the programming that starts as kids, right, with the children. It's not a fucking accident, man. It's, as I say, they've poisoned our body, mind, and spirit. And that's not a fucking opinion. Mind control conferences. You won't have yours, Rex Bear. I gave you a choice. You still got a choice. You can keep fucking up and lose everything and not have your conference. Or you can do what I've asked you to do. How many times? And be a hero with two amazing women. We can sit down, put our heads together, and transform your conference into what I think you envisioned when they talked you into it. You know. Anyway. But like I say, with the colors, with the flicker rate, with the I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit, and we know Minds of Men, another thing. Look it up, punch that into your not Google search engine, punch it into the YouTube search, and see what you find. Learn something. They're fucking monsters. Then we're gonna have a little flashback here, right? Goes back to my H peeps and the Gulf blowout, right? It was an accident. They blew out this oil well, blah blah blah, fucking bullshit. Just as some burn up hippie went on a tear there saying bullshit, wasn't an accident. They blew that motherfucker out on purpose. Because, I mean, there was even a crew that got the fuck out of there. Because they're like, shit, no. We're not, this is bad news. It's a disaster in the making. Fuck you. They did that on purpose. Why the hell? What's this North Atlantic Oscillation? Isn't that right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. One of my science geek brothers and sisters. But again, back when was this? And we were pushing, we had the floods. We had the movie coming out with, oh my fucking God, 2012. It's all over but the dying. We had the blue chicken necks pushing this ascension bullshit like it's just gonna be, you're gonna wake up all sparkly one morning. Fucking idiots, right? That's your boys, Shock Jock. Better get your shit together if you hadn't noticed. You're on the chopping block. You'll have the same options as little boy Blue, because he needed the money. You can piss away every fucking thing. You got a little, I'm gonna say an old amazing baby girl, right? Hey sister, why don't you, because I know you want to be part of the solution. Why don't you start burning Dad's ear like little bear claws? She chews that fucking Rex Bear's ass up one side and down the other. How about you, girlfriend? Start in on the old man. Let him know what you think. You feel me, sister? Again, back to this, they're pushing the same fucking line of shit, right? Oh my God, it's going to be a goddamn ice age in Europe because of the warm water. It's going to shut off the warm water going to, that, warms, that allows for a temperate climate in the Great Britain, right? The UK. We had all this shit going on. I said they blew that motherfucker out on purpose. It was not an accident. They were trying to shut down. Yeah. It's never just one thing. Or I would say it's not ever just one thing with these fucking monsters. How many times do we hear people talk about the blood of the earth? It's oil. Oil's blood. When they're sucking all of the fucking blood, that bullshit. Fractal universe. Work with me here. What percentage of the planet is water? What percentage of the person, your cadaver, is water? What percentage of your blood is water? Hello? Are you following me? They're fucking terraforming the planet. They're poisoning the planet. Water is the blood. God damn it. Oil is the fucking poo. The deeper the well I've been on, the deeper the fucking hole. I mean, what was one that was, it was just fucking ridiculous. 25 or 6,000 feet. Fucking nuts. That shit come out of there and you could put it right in the diesel tank on your big truck. Right? The more shallow the well, the more of the doo-doo that it picked up. Just saying. They're poisoning the goddamn planet. Poisoning the water, I mean, it's not rocket science, right? And that's what the fracking thing. You know, they talk about the frack quakes and all this bullshit, and that's fucking horseshit. It's a distraction from what they're doing. In the great state of Oklahoma, for how many fucking decades have they been doing their oil and gas here? So it's an energy state. And until just recently, there was no issue with the pollution of the groundwater. They actually had measures, you know, I mean, people actually gave a fuck. Finally, here in just the last, I don't know, it's been 5 or 10 years, that there's been a couple of different issues. And it's, you know, the payola and the corruption, and you know how it fucking works, has gotten so severe. And the work, there's no, it used to be quality as job one, right? Made in America meant something. We use cheap ass materials that aren't made in America with American steel. God damn it. That's part of it. And then you just have this complete don't give a fuck about nothing attitude. And so, anyway, I'm saying that that frack quake thing is a distraction from what they're really fucking doing, poisoning the goddamn planet. It's not an accident. The frack quake bullshit is also a distraction from expanding Earth. Because we can't talk about that, right? I'm not saying that they don't, but they get asked backwards anyway, because it's injection wells that are related to, and so it's not the actual fracking, it's the injection wells. So if you're gonna, I mean, get your fucking shit together from one. And I'm not an advocate, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. I worked in that field for, I've said how many times, recovering, you know, being a tree-hugging, peace-loving hippie. That, I would say, is the greatest form of prostitution. Recovering old patch prostitute right here. When I rag on the whores, go back and look at my little harlots and hypocrites, right? When I'm ragging on the whores, go look, I say, you're better than that. Don't be like me. Because that, boys and girls, is, you know, selling out, as I said. And that's, I'm talking about myself, right? That's going against every last bit. I've despised the goddamn oil companies since I was old enough to know what the fuck they were and what they were doing. So, but people, what do they do for money, right? It's a tool of control. Street theater. And I mentioned that shit that's been a couple weeks ago or longer. So those, again, like I said, this will be some repetition for some folks who have been paying attention, and we got some new folks, so I'm gonna repeat myself. You know, we got this, they're censoring as all, I mean, the internet is, they're tightening it down. They're shutting down free speech. across the board. We had a What the Fuck is Happening on Earth podcast yesterday, telling you some ways around this censorship to establish your own networks, right? Go listen to the man. That's my brother from another mother right there, telling you truth. Like it or don't. He, let's go check it out. Yesterday, podcast. Trying to teach you something. We got lots of good teachers around here. And street theater was back to that, censorship, the same. And I say, you're going to the clinic, you gotta check up for the kid or yourself, right? And they're pushing the vaccine bullshit. So what do? You get, if you can buy one, do it. If you can go to the library and check one out. The medical terminology, they got the great big books that have shit in there. Get you a big fucking dictionary. Ask for the goddamn insert. You better take a fucking magnifying glass because they got that shit written out so small that you can't read it. Ask for the insert. Take your books, get your book bag, fucking drag them out, slap shit down on to get people's attention. And start looking through there, looking that shit up. So that people are wondering, what the fuck are you doing? Someone will ask. If they don't, then start muttering shit out loud. Holy, what the, really? The fucking, they put that in there? What is that? I said, street theater. We don't quit pushing on the censorship. We don't stop pushing back against the system. But God damn it, we do the end around. Fuck them. Fuck you. I won't do what you tell me. And you take it to the street in a manner they want to protest. I'm not against them. I'm just saying that that's what they want. Because then they can come with the jackboot. They can justify that to the people who are still polluted and aren't seeing the bigger picture. They can use their Mockingbird media to justify stomping the shit out of us. And I say, if you take your street theater, you go to the Walgreens or the CVS or whatever your pharmacy is, have you got your skit made up, right? Maybe it's you and the kid. They're pushing their vaccines. Hey, get your flu shot and we'll give you, that's free and 20% off of your purchase for the day, right? So what do? You take the same fucking thing. You get your goddamn dictionary and your medical terminology book, and maybe you gotta, I don't know. Maybe it's you and a couple of your classmates. Maybe it's you and your neighbor. Maybe it's just you. However, it's your skit. I say street theater. And you go in there and the same goddamn thing. You ask for that fucking insert. You fucking slap your shit down at the goddamn counter and you start going over shit. Holy, what the fuck is this? They put that in there. Do you know what this is? Until you got half the goddamn store up there gathered around. Fuck them. Fuck them. They're not gonna let us talk. Bullshit. We keep pushing, but goddammit, we don't shut up. We can push on more than one front. We can multitask because we're cool like that. And my last little thing, which is had a thought. We're going April Fool's LARP right here, right? The first part of it is that's for the alcohol, that's for the machine, and yeah. Thanks here. I'm having a bad hair day. Like some of those insomnia kittens, right? First computer crash, you remember Citizens United, right? Crazy burn up fucking hippie goes off on a goddamn tear. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck this. Money's not speech. God damn it. It's who's printing that shit up, right? I mean, it's a tool of control. It's not speech. Don't give me this bullshit about this is a victory for free speech, because that's a motherfucking lie. You're an idiot. Go look at yourself in the mirror and then you'll know what a dumb fuck looks like. Money is not fucking speech. God damn it. That was a huge loss. I go off. Pick a day. What a day. What day? Pick a day. Any day. How about, let's see here. We got some tunage that goes along with this little ride. I say, pick a goddamn day. Any motherfucking day. And tell your neighbor, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your cousin, tell the motherfucker on the street you don't even know. Just email your goddamn Congress perp. Pick a time. How about 10 a.m. on Wednesday? What's wrong with hump day? Everybody likes hump day, right? And crash their fucking server.
Alright, stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. I look funny. But yo,
that's what I said. Less than half an hour. Right. I'm gonna say more like 20 minutes. And my computer's fucking crashed. That's the first one that went down. But I'm telling you, we got some stroke. This time, we talk about shutting down the CIA. So what do you say? 10 o'clock Central. Email your Congress perp. Email your senator. Let's do a little Humpty dance. And fucking slam their goddamn server. I said, fuck you. I won't do what you tell me. Shut down the goddamn CIA. They can't operate in the United States. It's a criminal. It's an international. That's right, motherfucker. Why are you ticklish? This is the Digital Underground, by the way. Like I said, what do you say? This is our April Fool's LARP, right? No, doing the baby. How about some Sapiens United? It's an international crime syndicate. So this is everybody across the board. They're fucking trafficking drugs. There's a whole trafficking of humans. I mean, body parts, every fucking evil thing on the goddamn planet. They're doing it. The fucking CIA. If you want a state of emergency, Mr. Trumpster, you orange-haired fucking numb nuts, say, how you doing? You know what I mean? So anybody, you don't have to be from fucking U.S. Pick a goddamn senator. I don't know what time that is, 10 Central. What do you say? Is that cool for you? And let's fucking slam it. You think we can do it? We got Mercury in retrograde still, so we got that working in our favor. And just fucking let them have it. Shut down the fucking CIA. It's operating illegally in the United States. It's trafficking I mean, we know Iran-Contra. Guns for drugs. This shit's been going on for fucking generations. I said, fuck you. I won't do what you tell me. What do you say? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's right. So what do you say? You want to start this hump day? And just keep on every fucking hump day until they goddamn get the message. Shut down the fucking CIA. Shut down the fucking CIA. So what do you say? How about a little, that's our April Fool's LARP, right? I think it's time for breakfast. Think about it. Because we can. If they're going to try and shut us up, how about we just let them know it's supposed to be fucking representative, elected representatives, right? So remind those fucking pieces of shit who they work for.